Get it out. Get it into this enclosed area.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Budgy Smugglers.
Barely crawling out of his deathbed is Dooley.
I'm comedian Jeremy Dooley, joined as always by fellow stand-up comedian Steven Bradshaw,
Oh
Stevie
my
B.
goodness, what is going on, smugglers? We are back after a 1-week hiatus, as you can hear. Dooley's been through the wars with a bit of illness, so apologies for everyone who tuned in last week and couldn't find a new episode. But we have a loaded one to make up for it today. We've got bloody F1, there's World Cups coming off, there's some golf, there's some surfing, there's some basketball, your top 5, my power rankings. Oh my goodness, Dools, we've got so much on today. But before we get into it, how have you been, mate? It's been worried about you.
Yep. I've been a bit crook. Of course, you know, the bub's gone to childcare. He started childcare and everyone said, you know, when they start childcare, you're going to get sick. And first week, good. Second, third, fourth week. We're like,
Wow.
Great. We're fine here. Fifth week,
No.
we were not fine. So I had to clear the schedule last week. It was not good. You know, everyone's sick at home. So getting through it. But
anyway, thanks for sitting in a small room with me on this Monday night. So I appreciate it.
You actually said, can I have a smaller room so that you can take some time off work?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I need. But so you've done nothing then since I last
I think
saw you.
the last time I
Couple of
saw
weeks.
you, I did Lido comedy.
Yes.
A couple of weeks ago, which was great. That was a hot show.
Was
actually.
it?
That was a really hot show. I was on with Ash Fils-Aimé was on, as well as many other comedians.
Yes.
Can't really remember who else was on, but I had a great set.
There you get
So,
that. And that's
you know,
literally all that matters, really, at the end of the day.
that was good. Went out for dinner.
Yes, good.
With the boss.
Took you long enough.
Me and Chelsea, we went out for dinner. Went to like a lovely Turkish joint.
Yeah, you can use that word.
Yeah. Hello, Turkish. That was good. Hey, what do you think about calling people Turkish? Is that
As like a
racist?
nickname or
Yeah.
as like their ethnic background?
No, just
As in, I
like
was hanging
Guy
out
Ritchie
with-
style.
As in, how does he...
Hello, Turkish.
All right, Turkish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. What's wrong with that?
Why are they called Turkish?
I assumed they were from the country of Turkey.
Oh, yeah, right. Anyway, so I did see the
You're up to a riveting start.
I did see the this is not Australian sport, so
Oh, no.
this gets in here in this part of the conversation. Did you catch the amazing fight between Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano?
Oh, blink and you miss it. No, I did see it on TikTok because it was the
Yeah.
length of a TikTok,
Length of a
17
vine.
seconds.
Yeah.
But no. Well, I mean, it is what it is. It was a cash grab, and good on him for getting in there. It's not easy. Carano had been out of the game for a long time.
And she wasn't that good.
And
to
no,
begin with.
she was
just
like
the
the
first kind of
first.
hot one.
Yeah, and it's like Ken Shamrock. Remember how he won UFC 2, was it? Or was a finalist or whatever?
Then he went to the WWE. Was he the baddest man on the planet? Was that his name?
Yeah, he was the baddest man on the planet. Not really. He didn't do. There was many people in wrestling that did much worse than him.
Yeah, Tank Abbott
Tank Abbott
in WCW.
WCW. Dan Seven.
Dan the Beast.
Dan the Beast. But yeah.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
Oh, just plodding along. I've just been lost without you, Jules. No, I had, I can't remember 2 weeks ago, but I remember what did I do last week. Last week I did this, Jules. I'd never done this before. I got approached. I got approached to host a bingo night.
I did see that.
Did you? You saw that on the socials?
I did see that.
It was one of those ones where I was more than happy to do it. It's around the corner from my house. It was good, and I was like, "Yeah, why not?" And I'll try anything. I'll try anything once, and I had no idea what I was doing. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah, right.
It's really fun.
Did you have little number-related gags?
I did.
Dinner
I
for
did
two, 69?
Yes. So someone came up and said that. I didn't know any of that. The first round, I was just reading out the actual ones that you're supposed to, like the traditional ones. boy, are they weird.
Yeah.
I can't remember any of them. But
Two fat
just like-
ladies, 88.
Yeah, two fat ladies. A lot of whoever wrote it was very derogatory towards women. There was got a weird around 16, 17. It was like sweet 16, 16. And it was like almost there, 17.
Barely
and then it was
legal,
like,
17.
Yeah, it was. That's one
Yeah.
of the things. And then 18, it's like finally, I was like, Jesus Christ! It was in Abbotsford, and it was. So I wasn't. This wasn't Newborough in the Gippsland area.
Are you calling yourself now the bingo master?
I should do, but I would do it again.
NG. Oh.
I would do it again. So that was interesting. It is interesting. What's the weirdest thing you've been asked to do as a comedian?
Weirdest thing I've been asked
Like,
to do.
you're a comedian? Can you come and do this? Bingo's not super duper weird or anything, but it was like it was something as a comedian I haven't been asked to do before. So I wasn't too sure what to expect, but I know as comedians sometimes we get, bucks parties we get and all that kind of stuff. That's
look,
normal,
you get the parties, you get the birthday parties, you get all those sorts of things. One of the things that I got asked to do I can't even remember which election it was, but to just go and just be a good vibe.
Oh, you were a vibe man.
I was just go there, be a good vibe. Just be there. You know when you go.
You
to
got
vote?
paid for this?
Well, I may or may not have turned it down in the end because I'm like, I'm not a good vibe.
No, I know. Tell me, mate. You've done 50-something episode Smugglers. You know this guy.
Crawling. And the money, I ended up, I think I hand-passed it off to Fergus Neal in the end.
He's got vibes.
He's got
vibe.
About politics.
And he knows politics.
Yeah, he's
He's
politician-y.
way better choice for that gig than you.
Yeah. And all you had to do was just like, when you go to vote and those people are hassling you with the how to vote cards?
Yeah.
You're hanging out there, but just as a fun...
Yeah, all right. Interesting. Which party, could you tell me?
Of any... I don't think it was actually for a party. It was for the actual voting centre.
Oh, they were like, let's hire a guy just to like cheer everyone up.
Yeah, because it's going to be angry. So we need someone who can make people up. Because that's what people want to do when they go and vote. Is they want people shoving bits of paper in their face, and they want someone telling gags.
Yeah, that is a weird one. I haven't heard of that one. I like that one though.
Yeah, hello, John Watts, if you're listening.
Oh, Watts, he hooked up with that one,
It
did
was
he?
a Wattsy gig.
Great work,
I
Watts.
don't know who he gave that to in the end.
So that was good. And then last week I opened up for Tyson Popplestone from you may have seen him on the internet.
Yeah.
For his show at
Hello
Lido.
to everyone on the internet.
Well, yes, I've heard good things about the internet. And he's on there, and he sold out a show also at Lido, and that was a fun night.
Yeah.
It was a fun night. He did great. I did my job as the MC, so it took me a while, but I got him going eventually. It was one of those ones, but thank you to all of them that came out. And then, yes, on Saturday night, my favourite type of gig, we made the long trek
a gig with an audience.
Gippy, a gig down the Gippy Highlands to Newborough, just tucked in past Moe there, and for the Newborough Hotel and the Newborough Mighty Bulldogs Football Club.
The Borough Bullies.
The Borough Bullies, and I was the MC, and it was they just kind of handed over the reins to us once the raffle was done, and they read the results and gave the awards to the players and stuff. But sometimes you go and the president's like, yeah, I've just got to talk, and then they just talk for 20 minutes and it's boring and it sucks the vibe. Complete opposite. He went up there, good on your counts and blah blah blah. Brought me on, and then yes, I used the trick that you taught me. Which is you find the loosest unit at the footy club or a few of them, and you get all the internal goss. So there was comments about which guys had rooted which netballers and who has a hot mum with big bazookas, and the one guy, sorry, I forgot your name, mate. I can find it out for next week's episode, who accidentally fucked his cousin.
Wow. Is that a family reunion?
It's Moe. So, but it wasn't Moe. There were some Moe boys there. They copped it as well. But it was just one of those. It was just a fun gig. Loose. Nonsensical. It wasn't your traditional stand-up gig, but it was one of my favourites. I was buzzing after that.
Great. Who else was on that gig? Because I initially was meant to.
You were going to MC that one, and that would have been Terrible, because that was the funnest spot of the night.
Yeah.
And Gavin Semple was headlining.
Yep.
Obviously, Gippy legend.
Yes.
Gippy legend.
So he says.
Well, they turned up and he did a fantastic job. And then Jet and I went on second. And I was going to ask you about this because you've done a lot of these gigs, and I've been in that spot with you actually. You emceed, what was that one? Roxburgh Magpies or whatever. And then it is a tricky spot because the MC, you get to have a little fun, you get to play around with the audience and whatnot, and then being that first after the MC that maybe doesn't have any of the inside, and you're just going up there raw dogging it with your material. It can be tricky, but I think I did too good of a job MCing because I riled up the crowd a little bit, Dools, and they were very into it. They were having a great time. Can you do too good of a job as an MC that it's actually kind of bad for the gig?
I mean, there's probably a few different things here. I mean, sort of, yeah. The goal of the MC is not to be the best on ground. The goal of the MC is to get everyone to become one audience and to get everyone laughing and cheering and doing whatever it is they need to do. That's the goal of the MC. And the comedians then should be able to surf the wave of goodwill, of energy and vibe in the room. That's what a good MC does. They shouldn't necessarily be the best on ground, but sometimes it does happen. But if you're going in with that as a goal, then it's a bit of a struggle. But yeah, you're always, as the MC, it's there you're setting the table, and it's up to the rest of the acts to then eat from the table.
I'd set the table and fucking ate a monster meal. But yes, it was fun. That's the end of that story. Do you want to get into some sport? Do you have some listener questions? What have you got for us?
I do actually have some listener questions. This is from Amit.
A meat?
A meat.
What type of meat is it?
AMIT. Hey.
Is it Turkish?
It's probably not beef,
Okay.
let me tell you.
They don't
Not
eat,
cow.
They don't eat cows.
A meat asked me. So it's interesting. So what sort of accent do you reckon a meat?
I don't do. I'm not.
No,
Gonna
you don't have to do the accent.
I'm not gonna wobble my head. I'm not doing any. Actually, I did that because I got called a packy several times on stage. It was that kind of gig, people. Oh yeah, packy. So I might have dropped it, but yeah, it would. Yeah, something like that.
Kiwi.
Oh, I must admit, that was not what I was expecting.
So Amit had a really interesting question. He asked about comedy in is there, from your perspective, obviously he was asking me, but now I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Who would be on your Mount Rushmore of comedians?
Comedy Mount Kosciuszko.
Yeah.
Interesting question. I would have Chappelle up there. I would have maybe a Anthony Jeselnik, probably. I'm just thinking of which comedians have been my favorite comedians at one time in my life. Eddie Murphy when I was younger, like little kid. I might even put up someone like a Greg Fleet.
Fleety.
From when I was like a young teenager and I used to record the Melbourne International Comedy Festival gala, because that's the only stand-up you could get back when you were like like a teenager or whatever. So maybe, I don't know. I'd need time to think about that, but I think it changes. What's yours?
Yeah, I couldn't answer.
Yeah.
So it was, I think about who are my favorite comedians and who, if they release a special, would I watch it?
Yeah.
Because I don't watch a lot of comedy.
No, I don't.
And this was where the conversation went with Amit, was that, there's some comedy nerds who were like, oh yeah, the 17th minute at Norm Macdonald in this thing that he did on Comedy Central, and how do you not like Mitch Hedberg and stuff like that. And I do feel like there is a small section of them who couldn't tell you anything and they just know what to say and be like, yeah, I'm a big fan of, Greg Giraldo, and they'll just throw out names that they're meant to like.
It's a bit like music, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like people, it's like you can like the popular things. Yeah. You don't have to pretend like a lot of people say the Smiths, who are a great band. But I feel like they're choosing the Smiths not necessarily because they're music, because what that selection about that comedian or musician says about them as a person. And I think like a Mitch Hedberg is great, particularly a Geraldo, which is very obscure, which I'm not a big fan, but I'm not a fan. But when people throw out names like that, you're like, oh, you're just trying to sound cool. Yeah.
So in terms of comedians that if they release a special, I would watch Nate Bargatze.
Yep.
He releases a special, I will watch that. I will watch Jeselnik. If he releases a special, I will watch that. Daniel Sloss.
Yep.
If he releases,
I'd probably have James Acaster on my Mount
yeah.
Rushmore.
No, big fan of Sloss. And Eliza Schlesinger.
There you go.
If she releases something, I'll watch it.
Bloody oath. There you go.
That would be mine. But I don't watch much. Like, what was the last special you remember, like, that you watched? A new special?
Oh, it would have been Shane Gillis's one 2 years ago, probably.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I'm not a big, I'm too scared to watch specials. I'm too worried it'll influence me. I'm too worried I'll subliminally steal a bit. But I do need to stop doing that because it helps to watch stuff.
There you go. I had another question.
Okay.
From a much easier name.
Okay.
Adam.
Yep.
Much easier. And this is not a comedy question.
Oh, finally.
No, Adam.
Talk a lot about comedy for a sports podcast.
Adam still is, controversially, Jewish. Anyway, hi, Adam. If
Any
you're watching,
relevancy to the story?
that actually no relevance to the
great.
story.
That is good.
We don't get political here, but also... So Adam asked me of the comedians that you know and have worked with.
Which ones are for Palestine and against?
Yeah. That would be really interesting to...
I think I could pick. It'd be pretty easy.
Who's against?
Yeah, I think so.
And if you were to start a basketball team of comedians that you've worked with, who would be on your starting five?
Is this like a Mount Rushmore version, or is this like who do I think can bowl the best?
So it was an interesting question because we were talking about sport and we were talking about the podcast. And he's like, all right, I want you to talk about this. And then afterwards, when I was driving home after the gig, I was like, this guy's not going to know half the people that I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So I'm starting... Let's say shooting guard.
Okay, should we do a draft, pick each? Go pick for pick?
Yeah, okay.
All right.
And we're picking who we think would be best at basketball?
Yeah, if we were to start a team.
Who
would be best?
Who can I go first?
You can have first pick.
Okay. I will take as my... Because you're already gone. I would have picked you as power forward for my team.
Yeah, we can't be in teams.
But I will take... This is going to... shock you. Jay Choi.
I don't know who that is. Who's that?
I think he runs some of those like DTs.
I think
he runs that.
Okay,
anyway.
and why would you pick?
Because I've played with him before. He's really fucking good.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, cool. I would pick for my first pick. I would pick the big man in the middle, Luke Benson.
Nah, I don't know who.
He's real tall. Loves basketball. He did a show about basketball.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll know him when I see it. This is going to be weird. My starting point guard will be Rafa Managem.
Wow. Okay. He's good?
Well, only because the question was asked by a Jewish man. No, he's very good.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's very good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've played with him a little bit as well.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, yes, Luke Benson.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have known that one. Yep.
All right, I'm going to pick pure... I have no idea if he is into basketball. I would actually imagine he's not into basketball, but I'd pick him as the power forward. The big red, Ben Knight.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
You want some brute. He's a big boy, 90. He's got tremendous hair.
There's a guy, and I can't remember his name. I believe he'll be my sender. His name's Isaac, and
Isaac Jones.
Isaac Jones?
Yeah.
And he does a bit of filmography and stuff.
Yep.
He's my starting center.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I think so because he's tall. He's a basketball fan as well.
He is.
Man, my team's gonna crush your team.
I don't know him versus Luke Benson. That's a good battle. I think Benson will win there. I'm gonna pick.
Maybe.
I know he's a huge fan, so I'm going to pick him. Dave Thornton.
Oh, that's a
Thorno.
Yeah, Thorno.
Thorno would be like your Joe Ingles. Like he'd just get the job done. He'd run his mouth.
Big basketball fan.
Yeah,
Thorno.
huge basketball. He'd throw a few cheeky elbows in there, Thorno.
I've got one spot left.
No, do you have one or two?
Nah, so far my center's Isaac Jones, my power forward's Jay Choi. I'm starting the point.
Oh, you're
I'm
so
starting
we're on
to
the team.
We're on the team.
Okay, sweet. Well, I'm point guard. Then.
I will go. Apologies to Fergus Neal. I will go Elliot Loning.
Oh, okay. Why Elliot Loning?
Well, he's like a tennis coach and stuff. He's tall.
Okay, that's a totally different sport.
But we're talking about comedians.
Pick this guy because he is really good at a sport that's not this one.
He's Nick Kyrgios's coach, so they must ball a lot, and I think he's a good athlete. And
is he actually a tennis coach?
Yeah, and I think,
or does he just give the impression
business,
of a tennis coach?
No, he's a tennis coach, and we lack athletic types in comedy.
I mean, your team is lacking athletic types.
What are you talking about?
My team's all athletes.
No, they're not. They're just big units.
Yeah.
No, yours. No, we would have. You haven't seen Raf ball.
That's true.
He can ball. And who you've got one spot left.
Okay, I got one spot left.
Jay Choi would walk all over your team.
I'm going to pick big fan of basketball, this man. Huge fan of basketball. He calls himself the LeBron James of comedy. Oh, yeah. Kyle Legacy.
But can he play? He can.
But it doesn't matter because he'll just run his mouth.
I think Jay Choi was like in the American collegiate system for a while.
Really?
I think so.
Okay, there you go. For basketball.
No, math.
Yeah,
no, yeah.
He's an athlete.
I don't know. But yes, that's mine. I'm telling you right now. My team would shit all over yours.
Don't know about that.
Yep. Nope. I guarantee we should set it up.
Make it happen.
Look at him go. Look at him go. It's a young Jay Choi.
Oh yeah, doing a uncontested layup.
Yeah, this is a long time ago, but I want to see your Ben Knight training footage.
Yeah, I don't know if Knighty can play basketball.
I don't think he can.
He could be the weakest, but he's a big unit. And so for boxing out, you're not gonna get around him if there's a rebound. I've got him there for rebounds. I've got Thorno there for sort of a bit of veteran leadership.
Yep.
I've got Kyle Legacy for running his mouth. Me and Luke Benson do all the scoring. I just pass it to him.
I tell you what, that team may have a chance against my team on. Mm-hmm. A funnier comedy show.
Comedic ability.
You might have us just by a smidge there, but 5-on-5, my team would. It's hard because a lot of those guys are a bit all over the shop, but in terms of touring and whatnot. But next time Kyle Legacy's in town, I reckon the rest we could. Where's Benson live?
He lives in Melbourne.
Yeah, we could make this game happen.
Yeah. Benson did a whole show about basketball this year at the festival.
Oh yeah,
yeah. His show was called Basketball Show.
Okay, there you go. Basketball show.
An hour of well-crafted jokes about all levels of basketball.
There you go.
The founder of the MSAC Breakfast Club. He references Wilt Chamberlain and LeBron in his brief.
There you go.
It.
All right,
anyway,
should we talk some actual sport?
We've waffled on
We've
here.
waffled so much. All right, let's get into it. I'll kick things off. Oscar Piastri has said McLaren have looked like idiots, Dools, after a bold tyre choice left them out of the race from the start, with Piastri eventually finishing 11th. They put the only two races on the course that had wet tyres. You know, there's different tyres for wet and dry. They were on wet tyres, and everyone else was on dry tyres.
Where'd Lando finish?
He didn't finish.
Oh,
that's how bad they had it, McLaren.
Wow.
So just another instance of Oscar Piastri just getting dudded by poor management, Dools.
Tell you what, speaking of poor management, it's not something that we like to talk about too much here on this show, but we're going to talk about it now. Swimming.
This is the only time swimming has made it into the show this year, and because this is the only time anything remotely interesting has happened around the sport of swimming, Dools. What is it?
So James Magnussen, who calls himself the missile, I think, or he's got some
misfired.
Yeah, he definitely misfired. He is juiced to his gills.
He looks fantastic.
He's ginormous. Like his abs have abs.
If you're listening and driving, pull the car over and Google it. For everyone else, have a Google right now. He looks fantastic.
It is wild. He must be so angry. He's so angry.
Well, I don't think you've mentioned that we're talking about the enhanced games. The steroid just sounds like we're talking about a really handsome, jacked man.
He's in the enhanced games where everyone is juiced out of their brains. Well, not everyone, nearly everyone. So he finished dead last after years of supervised, under medical supervision, gearing up. And you know the guy who won? Totally clean.
Was he?
Yeah, because they had a clean guy in there just for like shits and giggles.
Oh, like
the guy who was clean won.
Oh, that's embarrassing. That's pretty embarrassing. Well, the whole sport's an embarrassment, let's be honest.
Oh, so there you go. No, James Magnussen.
Speaking about stuff that's a bit embarrassing, we're getting into your neck of the woods. Football Australia is set for internal change after damning results of an anonymous survey of current employees, with the findings showing staff complained of working in a toxic, chaotic, and negative environment. Does that check out?
Checks out.
They're a bit of a mess. They're a bit of a rabble.
They are. Football Australia is a rabble. You know, they're always fighting against themselves. Australian football, their states are fighting the states. They can never, ever properly unify. If they did, like Australia does very well in spite of all of this, if they could unify, if Australia, the Socceroos and the Matildas had a home base as well, because they don't have like a home base when they're in Australia. No,
they'd be based out at the AIS or something.
No, they go everywhere. There's no home base.
They should have a state-of-the-art facility.
Yeah, they should. The government funding doesn't come there. The government funds the NRL. It funds the AFL. Funds other Olympic sports, but doesn't fund football.
Is that because...
Racist.
You can go for racism. Do you think it's because Football Australia is such a rabble?
I think.
Whereas the AFL and the NRL whilst you can debate whether or not they deserve government funding, they do provide a big service. They employ a lot of people. They get people out. They get people spending money, which is ultimately good for the economy. Whereas Football Australia, there's only a World Cup every 4 years. They swing by here for a game here and now. But do you think maybe that's why, or is it just pure racism?
Look, I do think that racism does come into it just a little bit. I think the economic case actually doesn't stack up. Football, the soccer, whatever you want to call it, the most participated game in the country. So you're going to get a lot of people out in the grassroots. Also, the only sport where, because it's so global, for companies that are involved in it, whether that's sponsoring the national team, sponsoring the A-Leagues, men and women's team, because they're part of continental titles throughout Asia, it provides a unique business opportunity for those countries. But they're always competing with a hand or two hands tied behind their back because of the lack of funding at government level and the fighting.
Use your hands in football anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But given that there should be a elite facility, home base for the Matildas and the Socceroos, and even more, I would say more importantly, for Mort, for the junior ranks, somewhere where the best can go and work together and grow the game. Because the AIS is gone as well, isn't it?
It doesn't. I don't think that exists anymore.
It's a disgrace to the country. I tell you who's not a disgrace to the country. Travis Bazzana, who we've been talking
pizza,
about.
Half banana.
Half pizza, half banana. There's a Nutella? Do you think for him, we'll get into his, I'll just blurt it out now. He had a monster 125-metre home run during the Guardians' win over the Phillies.
Is that good?
On that, Philly.
Is that good, 125 metres?
You try hit a baseball 125 meters.
I don't know if I've ever hit a baseball.
All right, we're going to draft our starting baseball teams of comedians.
Jeez,
so
how
we're
many
going to
play-
list a bunch of people none of you have ever heard of, and it's going to take us the next 15 minutes.
Adam Ulitis.
No, he'd be on my soccer team.
Yeah.
Joel Templey, a handy soccer player. There you go. Ben, actually, I'll tell you what, I did play soccer with Big Ben Knight, and he is an athlete.
He is an athlete.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That was a good choice. But we've given the world the guacamole pick'em. We've given the George Pitta bread, now available at Nando's. Was it Nando's or was it a Porto? I think it was a Porto. It was a Pitta wrap. What is the banana pizza? Is it like a Nutella with banana from maybe like a My Mates? Maybe a My Mates? Yeah. I don't like these big dogs like Pizza Hut and Domino's. I don't think.
Crust.
Yeah, no. Crust, maybe?
Crust is like the top end of town for those chains.
We've had this conversation
like
on
the
the pod
Paris,
very recently.
The Paris of Domino's and Pizza Hut.
Could we have like a banana pizza for Travis Bizzana? The Travis Bizzana banana pizza.
All right, let me just see.
It'll be the Travis Bizzana banana alla pizza. Pizza alla banana.
All right.
Bang.
We're
With
gonna
Nutella.
get La Porchetta.
Yes. Now we're fucking talking.
La Porchetta. And they're going to sponsor him. That's what's going to happen. La Porchetta, they're going to be watching this and like, yeah, this is a great idea. A baseball player, but who's Australian.
Yes.
Nothing says Italian food more. But he's clearly got an Italian background. His name's Travis, and his surname is Half Pizza. La Porchetta loves pizza and banana. What a combination. Chuck a bit of Nutella on there. Nothing says the home of pizza and baseball quite like it.
The home run dessert for your menu. Yeah. The La Porchetta Travis Bizzana Pizza alla Banana is coming to a La Porchetta near you. La Porchetta, one of the worst restaurants in the world. Have you been to a La Porchetta recently?
No.
Did they have one near you when you were growing up?
I remember going when they only had one in Carlton. That one was the OG one. That one was awesome.
Was good.
On Rathdown Street.
Once they opened up one on High Street, Melton, we used to go there after footy games and stuff in juniors, under 16s. We'd go there, figure out what we're going to do all night. Have a few cheap pizzas, and then it's terrible. It's made a bit of a resurgence, actually.
Yep,
so they're getting a bit better.
Get around.
But the La Porchetta,
maybe this is what they
Travis
need.
Bizzana a la Pizza Banana coming.
This is going to supercharge their comeback.
We're going to skip Get Around Us this week and just, that's it.
We
La
should
Porchetta.
both do one for La Porchetta.
Yeah, we're in. La Porchetta, give it. John from, I assume it's a John.
Oh, what was it? I think he used to be, I don't know if he's with us anymore. Rocky from La Porchetta.
You look that up while
Rocky Pantaleo.
There you go.
Soz. Oh, is he?
R.I.P. Rocky.
Yeah.
While you're looking that up, Auckland became the first team from New Zealand to win an A-League championship, downing Sydney FC 1-0 in the season decider. Did you catch this in your sick phase?
I saw bits of it. I tell you what, Auckland, very well ran, great support. They've built the club.
Because Wellington came in first, didn't they?
Yeah,
the Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix. They've been a bit up and down the last couple of years. One good year.
They will rise again.
One bad year. Hey, Bradshaw. But Auckland have just come in. They won the champion. They won the plate last year. They finished top of the ladder and they've kind of failed in the finals. This year, opposite. They've done well. They've big support base. And I think they painted the town blue and black, which are their colours. So
did Jake the Muss.
Yeah, exactly. South Auckland would have gone off, I would imagine.
Speaking
of going, we're stoked about this. The icon, the man, Jingling Joe Ingles, has signed a 2-year deal for the NBL's own Melbourne United.
I'm pumped for this, Dools.
Dozen years in the NBA. When he started in Australia, have you seen highlights of his first game in the NBL? He the piss.
He's certainly. I'm very excited for this. I have applied. I'm trying to get some memberships, so maybe we can go see a few games because I'm very excited that the legend Jingle and Joe Ingles is coming to my hometown for the Melbourne United. Suck on that, South East Melbourne Phoenix.
Yep.
Is that the other team?
Yeah, that's the other team. His debut game, which was for the team that used to be around
19,
South Dragons.
That was my old team. So I was a big Joe Ingles fan back in the NBL days.
He was 29 points on 11 of 15 shooting, bunch of threes in that game, and it's still the record for highest scoring debut ever by an Australian in the NBL.
There you go. What did you? This isn't in the rundown, but did you see Bryce Cotton?
Yeah,
is now
he's picked
boomer.
Australia.
A boomer.
He's picked the Boomers.
There you go. So that's pretty big. Suck on that, USA. You lost another one, so that's pretty big for us. Bryce Cotton. The
Not
Aussie.
a lot of people called Bryce these days, is there?
I think not men.
Women? Are there women called Bryce?
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Who's that?
Bryce Aldridge is a baseball first. I'm getting a lot of baseball references now because
Bryce Young, Bryce Harper, Bryce James. Is that LeBron's son? Bryce James?
I think that's maybe his other one. Bryce Dallas Howard from she's in Jurassic World. All of the Jurassics. Spider-Man.
Yep.
That's her.
Yep.
Anyway.
Good.
No, to answer your question, no, not a lot of Bryces. Went down a fucking.
Have you met anyone called Bryce in real life? There was a Bryce at my primary school for a few years.
What happened?
I don't know. He wore glasses and then just wasn't there one day.
I don't think I know any Bryces. Send us a message if you know a Bryce, or if your name is indeed
Bryce.
If your name is Bryce, send us a voice note. Ask us a question. We'll send you some merch or something. Eddie Nikita.
Oh, La Femme Nikita.
Eddie Nikita wins US college gold with another Australian all conditions 100-meter record. So he's done it again. Bit of a tailwind again, but he took out the Big Ten gold in the 100-meter record. So is there someone on the other side of the world that we're not paying attention to because we're just worried about the gout?
Bit of depth. For the 100-meter for the Aussie sprinters.
Well, bloody Lockie Kennedy's shaking in his boots.
Kennedy. And the other one. Who's the other one? Rowan Brownie.
I forgot.
That guy. There's another one who's got huge quads.
Yeah. You're really
Quadzilla.
obsessed with the male physique today.
Quadzilla.
Quadzilla's a sick nickname.
Speaking of good quads, Cam Smith finished 7th in the PGA Championship Major. Tell me, what's your favourite physical feature of Cam Smith?
The mullet.
Has he got a mullet?
He's got a mullet and a mustache.
Does he?
Yeah. Well, he's from Queensland.
Oh, okay.
But good to see him back in contention. He was really in contention, but kind of didn't have the best final round, but was right up there up until about halfway through the final round. But to come 7th, he's been a little bit missing. He's obviously gone away with the Renegade Live, and he's taken those big bucks. He's been taking big bucks and given zero fucks, and then as soon as Liv pulled out their money, their funding, he's gone, oh shit, maybe I need to get back into the good graces of the PGA. So he's just done it very, very well. Very happy for him. Minwoo Lee, top 20 as well.
I don't understand anything that you've just said.
Wow, you love it.
So he just went from one league to the other, and you can do it both.
So you can go from one league to the other. So the major championships, of which the PGA is one, and the British Open, and the US Masters, and the US Open, I think, are the 4 majors in golf. And then you got the Players Championship as well. Every golf played in the world, it's anyone in the rankings they can play whatever league. Maybe they're playing over in Europe, or maybe they're playing in a different league. It's based on world rankings and whether or not you can qualify for the majors.
There you go. The Dennington Dogs.
Rough.
Have put its senior men's football side into recess, not like play lunch. For the remainder of the 2026 season, the team lost its opening 4 matches of the season by an average of 275 points. Holy shit.
Yeah, over 1,000 points in losses over the first 4 rounds. What's the biggest loss you've ever had on the football field?
126 points.
Yep, I would have had something similar as well at one stage. How about the other teams which is fair enough. Shout out to the Dogs. They probably had trouble getting some players around and all that kind of thing. That can happen. Hopefully they're back and fighting strong next year. But it's not really fair on the other teams in the league who they've just gone, wait, they've got a 275% percentage bump. Yeah. And they're going to get to carry that all the way through the final. This could shape the finals.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the Dennington Dogs need to put a bit more work into, recruiting, get some players in there and stop humping their legs.
Very good. All right, we're now going to draft our comedian football team, starting from the back pocket. I'm taking Henry Yarn.
He'd be a good back pocket.
He's a good basketball player.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, he's like a hustler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Morgan Klibic has finished runners-up in the Corona Cerro New Zealand Pro. So an Aussie we haven't really spoken about much in the surfing. I can see you didn't know what we were talking about. But yeah, put it up to, I think it was it Italo Ferreira or I think in the final, I'm not too sure. But good to see a new name getting in and about. Aussies, it's been patchy.
The women are doing great.
They're not consistently. No. There's not someone like last year. We had Molly just in every bloody final, every quarter final. This year we've had Steph get up. We had Tyler Wright make the quarters for the women in this event as well. Same in the men's. We've had Ethan Ewing up there. We had obviously Klibic, and then we had our mate last week who won, who I've forgotten his name, whatever it is.
J-Rob.
J-Rob has not done anything this year. Steph Gilmore, she's done great. But in tradition...
Tom Carroll.
As we like to, what is... We do this for every surfer. What is Morgan Kiblick's nickname?
Captain.
Captain Morgan Kiblick? Yeah, it is now because it turns out he doesn't have a nickname.
Wow, what?
Yeah, sorry, I should have looked that up before I asked.
He needs a nickname.
Captain Morgan.
Captain, obviously.
Kiblich, yeah, Captain Morgan. That's great.
Speaking of, I put this on my social media the other day. One of my friends tried to give himself a nickname.
Oh.
Which, I think, big no-no.
Yeah.
And the nickname he wanted was the Captain.
Stevie B fucking hates that nickname.
All right, speaking of people...
What was that? What was it in regards to? Was you just thought it sounded cool?
Hey, yeah. He wanted him to be called the Captain.
And just, not the Captain Greg. What was his full...
Troy.
Troy, middle name and last name?
No, just the Captain.
Okay.
Just the Captain. Hello, Troy, if you're listening.
Oh, gross.
The Captain. Speaking of gross, Bernard Tomic's dreams of returning to the Grand Slam arena have come crashing back down to earth after falling for an Italian teen. Falling to an Italian teen in the second round of qualifying for the French Open. I mean, he's from the Gold Coast. Yeah. He could have fallen for an Italian teen.
Certainly can.
Hello, November on the Gold Coast.
Yes.
Hey, it's Bernard Tomic season. It's love all.
Oh, very, very good.
He's at fault.
Oh, very good. No notes. 3-time NBA All-Star Bernard. 3-time NBA All-Star Benny Simmons. He's back in the news deals. This is exciting. He's taken out the Sport Fishing Championship Walker's Kai Open in the Bahamas.
What does that
weekend.
Even mean?
He's a fishing champion, goddammit. They've won the gold. They beat him by a bloody 100 whatever, grams or kilograms or whatever they measure fish. Do you know how pro fishing works?
No.
Neither do I really, but I think you got to catch marlin. It was a blue marlin event. And whoever catches the most marlin by weight wins, and his team wins, which he's the majority owner in, controlling owner of the his sports team.
It's
Sports
a
fishing
big
team.
looking fish.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, have a look.
He looks in good nick. He looks like he
could
play.
go out and play, I think.
He could go out and play. Get around him. Ben Simmons.
Do you think this championship that they've won may have got the fishy taste out of his mouth that he's had? He's wanted to pursue this, and maybe he goes, you know what? I'm 29. I'm in great shape. I'm 6'10". I'm a 3-time NBA All-Star, 2-time All NBA
Defensive or
second
all
team?
NBA? Yeah.
A defensive player of the year, I believe. Or was he second?
No, he's in
Whatever.
the team or
Defensive first team.
He's
Whatever.
done stuff.
He's done shit. Is it time for him to come back?
Bring him back.
Bring him back.
Bring him back. He's caught some fish. He's up and about.
Yep. Plenty of fish, as they say.
Speaking of plenty of fish, Bobby Knuckles, Robert Whittaker will make his debut at light heavyweight against Nikita Krylov at UFC. I did a little hiccup burp situation there, as I said. So when UFC 329,
Not editing that out.
headlined by the return of Conor McGregor. What do you think about that?
Return of the... I'm pumped. This UFC, I'm way more pumped for this than I am that shitty White House card that they're doing on the 4th or 5th of July, whatever it is. But I can't remember who else is on this card. But I'm obviously most excited to see Bobby Knuckles step up.
Paddy Pimblett.
Pimblett's on that one as well.
Corey Sandhagen.
Yep. The Sandman.
Oh, Gable Stevenson's making his UFC
debut.
Wow, that is
huge.
Man, he can go.
Yeah, he's an Olympic gold medalist, and he's, 24, 25 now, and he's a beast. He's the next sort of Brock Lesnar type freak athlete. But yeah, they haven't given him a layup like giving him Nikita Krylov for his first hit out at light heavyweight. Nakai, do you know much about Nikita Krylov?
I mean, he's been at it for a while. He's very accomplished. He's certainly won a lot of fights. He's had a lot of fights, full stop. So it's a tough one. It's a tough out for him.
And then there's two distinct camps when it comes to the return of the Mac. There's people that are excited just by the fact that he is the biggest name in the history of MMA, I think you'd have to say, in terms of popularity and notoriety. But he hasn't fought in 7 years. His last fight didn't go great. He broke his bloody leg. We've seen time and time again people who have that same injury, your Weidmans, your Silvers, they never come back the same. Not expecting much from the fight, but are you excited for that he's back and he's going against another great, Max Holloway? And are you excited for the spectacle of the fight?
Look, it'll be a spectacle, and that's what the UFC is now. It's more about the spectacle than anything else. Max Holloway, first time fighting at welterweight, so who knows what that's going to be like for him. He might be moving around a little bit slower, which might, give a bit more of an advantage to Conor with the ring rust that will absolutely be there. He hasn't fought for a while. He hasn't won for a while as well. Max Holloway has been jogging on the spot a little bit the last few years. This is clearly just a cash grab for him. Maybe one of the last few paydays for him before he sails off into the sunset. Conor McGregor, if he actually turns up and it makes it, then it'll be worth watching. I know that I've got a friend of the show, Gavin Semple's wedding the day beforehand, so I'll be sitting on the couch having a watch.
Oh, I also have friend of the show, Gavin Semple's wedding the day before.
Or is it the day of? Oh, shit.
Better fucking not be. I'm rescinding my RSVP or whatever you call it.
No, it's the day before. There we go. That's good.
Where is that wedding?
Don't know. I'm emceeing though, so I should know.
All right, get your tickets now, people. You'll see MC headlined by Gavin Semple. You can see me floating around the hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, yeah. Especially the first half. Hello.
Hello, comedy. Speaking about comedy, we're ready to dive in depth because Jeremy Dooley is going to give us his State of Origin preview.
All right. So, New South Wales are going against Queensland.
Yes, nailed it.
And
sounds vaguely familiar to the one you did last year.
Queensland are the winners.
Oh, we've got a prediction.
Oh, that was more of a is that what happened last time? Who won? Don't know. But it's between definitely those two teams, and rugby will happen, and they'll start.
The Maroons flogged them.
They'll open the telecast with the classic Origin, State of Origin, Warriors, Origin. They'll give it a bit of that action like they always do. It's just a rugby game. Chill out, boys.
Just relax.
Just hang out.
Just have a good time.
Yeah. Don't bash each other. Get out.
That's it. Should we just keep rolling into the top 5?
Okay.
We kind of did a get around us. Oh, do you want to do it?
No, we've kind of done our get around us for La Porchetta. We should put that one up. I think that's funny. Because then people will be like, La Porchetta. They'll be stoked that they're getting mentioned.
Yeah.
Like, no one talks about us anymore.
While you're doing your top 5, while you bring that up, I'm going to have a look at their social media presence.
Before we do the top 5, I'm for a serious note, very sad day today in Australian sport with the loss of the icon Neil Danaher after a long battle with MND. I wanted to share this because I've met Neil Danaher and it was a very good sporting moment. I should have done the penalty shootout. I met Neil Danaher. It was on the 16th of November 2005. We were at an event in Hamilton Island. We were sitting on the table next to each other, and we'd had a few beers at this point, and we were kind of bored from the event. And where we were, there was a pub maybe 200 meters away, and you could hear screaming, you could hear cheering. And as soon as the formalities, we're like, what's going on at the pub? And I'd worked out, this was, pre-smartphone, so you kind of had to really think about things. Worked out it was Socceroos versus Uruguay penalties of that game. And we'd heard the crowd roar when the Socceroos had scored. And so as soon as the formalities went, we looked at each other like, should we go to the pub? And so me, him, someone else, we ran to the pub. We caught the end of extra time. And then we watched the whole penalty shootout there at the pub. Big one. And it was absolute mayhem. Like when John Aloisi scored the penalty that clinched the World Cup berth for the Socceroos, literally tables were being flipped over. People were like holding chairs up. There was beer being thrown everywhere. Me and Danners were like hugging everyone. Everyone was like, jumping on the pool table. It was a fantastic memory. Very cool to share that with such a fantastic man. So, all the best in the afterlife, Neil Danaher, one of the best people going around. Speaking of best things going around, though, I've got a
Speaking about other sad news, La Porchetta only has 3,000 followers.
Well,
we could do a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna get you. But up
that was
about.
A great story. I was really that was quite a great story. Thank you, Dool.
It was a cool memory to have. All right, so I'm gonna go. You're going to love this one.
Fuck yeah. The 5 best meals to get at La Porchetta.
Top 5 condiments.
Oh, you're going to murder the internet.
5 condiments. So we're looking specifically at sauces. We're not looking at your salts and chicken salts and stuff like that.
Who the fuck classifies salt as a condiment?
Just someone might. There's fucking weirdos on the...
But not like a jam, I guess, could be a condiment.
That's true. Yeah, no. Is jam a condiment? Can you Google it?
I'm looking into it. Don't worry about it.
Fucking
salt is a condiment.
Yeah, it's a side, accompaniment thing.
Some of these I won't mention in case they're in your thing, but I wouldn't classify them as condiments. But
okay.
I think I know where your head's at.
Oh, okay.
Not in terms of a top 5, but what isn't a condiment.
Yeah. So it can't be like breakfasts. It's got to be like stuff that, Anyway, there's a lot of grey area. So coming in at number 5 of Dools's top 5 condiments. Hot sauce.
Okay.
Yep. Hot sauce. Coming in at, that's number 5.
Do you have, I'm Al Yakiato guy.
Okay. I have 2 that I go with.
Yep.
I like a bit of I like a bit of sriracha, your stock standard. Also like a bit of Cholula hot sauce.
Yeah, Cholula's great.
Cholula's good. That's my preferred one. Bit of Cholula. Coming in at number 4.
Are you a guy that while we're on, have you ever done like a hot ones where you've just tried the hottest?
I used to have one in when I lived with my good friend, the Chode. And hello, Chode man, if you're watching. And me and Chode had this hot sauce in the fridge that you only needed the tiniest little bit on it, and you were shitting flames for a week.
Yeah, was it Da Bomb?
Oh, no, but I reckon it would have been similar.
I've had Da Bomb. I've lost my hearing in one ear.
Is it as bad as they say?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Where do you get it?
Hey?
Do you still have it? What do you
No, this was at the South Melbourne Taco Bills.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they just had it on a shelf, and I turned to a few people I was with. I'm like, we're doing this, and we put it on the chip and kind of maybe put a bit too much on. And yeah, I lost hearing. A guy literally started like just crying, like couldn't contain it. It's not only is it really, really hot, it's like tastes like shit. So it's not a good so it like really gets you. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, but I'd give it a shot.
Yep.
Sorry.
Also coming under the hot sauce things would be like your chili oils, your crunchy chilies.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, that's
okay,
different.
separate.
That's a separate condiment.
Coming in at number 4, chili oil. Chili oil, chili crunchy stuff. Jungly chili is the one to go for. They're a small batch, very, very good.
Yeah.
Do recommend.
I would have chili oil number 1.
I put chili oil in absolutely everything.
As do I.
Like whether it's pasta, eggs, stir fries, big fan.
Yep.
Good in a kebab as well.
Oh, I haven't done that before.
Oh, yeah.
A little umami puppy.
Yep, into that. Coming in at number 3, Dijon mustard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unless you have other mustards coming into this list, you've dropped the ball here.
Dijon mustard coming in at number 3. In a toasty.
Yeah, okay. Like a ham and cheese.
Yeah, or even just
corned
cheese,
beef.
just a little bit there. Good in a souvlaki.
See, because I need. If you're going with one mustard, it's just American mustard on a hot dog.
Yeah,
no.
Wow. No, so next time you get a souvlaki, you get your normal, whatever meat you want, your fillings, whatever. Get chips in there as well, because that's how you're supposed to do it. Get your tzatziki in there and some mustard.
Yep.
It'll blow your mind.
Okay. Hey, I'm pro Dijon. I don't want any of you guys on the internet going, this guy doesn't like Dijon mustard. I love Dijon mustard. I just think it's probably third of my mustard. I would even put seeded mustard above.
Oh, no. Coming in at number 2 of Dool's top 5 condiments, garlic aioli.
Yep, okay.
Or any type of garlic sauce, really.
Yeah.
Tum, also great, you know. Anything very garlicky. You want it so you have a little bit in your mouth, and then you have to say, whoa, geez, that's got a bit of garlic in it. That's how you know it's good.
Yep.
If you don't say, whoa, that's got a bit of garlic in it, I'm not kissing you later.
You got to say that, and it's in your mustache and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, totally. All right, fair enough. That's a very good pick at number 2.
Coming in at number 1, Stevie B. Here we go. Of Dool's top 5 condiments, chimichurri.
Oh, okay.
Chimichurri.
Yeah.
The best one is actually made by my friend, the Arsehole. He makes a fantastic chimichurri.
Your mates have the weirdest nicknames.
Yeah. We all are good friends who care deeply about each other.
Yeah.
Hello to the arsehole. Chimichurri, it's the best.
Great
you put
condiment.
that on meat. Oh, you put that in a hot dog. It is so good.
Yep.
That's my top 5. Stiff to miss out was barbecue sauce.
No, it wasn't.
And that's actually probably all that was stiff to miss out, really.
How do you not have the all-conquering tomato sauce is hard to miss? It's in every pantry in the country. It's multi-use.
Multi-use? What are you using it for?
Snags, hamburgers.
Okay, yeah, I suppose.
I mean, what else do you need? Pies?
Yeah.
Sausage rolls?
That's the only times I'll use tomato sauce. I'm not using it for... I'm not one of these people. I know, do you know these freaks who put it on their steak?
Oh, no, I wouldn't have that in my house.
Ugh.
I wouldn't have that in my house.
Grow up.
That. I also think pico de gallo was stiff.
Pico, stiff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming we're not counting dips as condiments.
No. We're not counting dips.
That's
I
okay.
could do
Like a
another one.
hummus, because you could see some people, but I wouldn't count that as a condiment.
No. I'll do one. I'll do one maybe next week. Top 5 dips.
Top 5 dips. Strap yourselves in, listeners. All right. Speaking about strapping yourself in, this power rankings, because we've had 2 weeks off. You might notice, for you weekly listeners, you'll notice that there's just subtle shifts each week. As people come in, they come out, they shift up, they shift down. Because we've had a couple of weeks off, it's unrecognizable almost. There's only a couple of names still in here. Coming in at number 10. We don't cover this sport very often, nor do I really care about this person or this accomplishment, but it deserves a mention. Coming in at number 10 from the AFL's Collingwood Magpies, Scott Pendlebury.
Okay, yep.
Broke the game's record.
Been around.
I don't have too many issues with Scott Pendlebury. I think the way he plays, he goes about it the right way, but he does play for Collingwood and he comes across as a bit of a knob.
And he doesn't really play away from the MCG.
Yeah. So and obviously the big...
Has never played at Geelong.
You know this thing...
His whole career.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. And so there's stuff like that which kind of just rubs you a little bit the wrong way, but this isn't the... But we get that you got ripped off by your manager, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of used that as a way to get this little deal he's got going on where he's flogging off a bunch of jerseys, and, good for him. The player should be rewarded if people are profiting off his name and his accomplishment. I totally understand it, but it feels a bit yuck.
It does.
Does it feel a bit yuck?
The gold number.
The gold number, I don't know. It just doesn't feel quite right. I remember when Robert Harvey got to whatever, he broke some record and there was a special jump. There wasn't a big commercialization of it or anything. Or Boomer didn't get a big thing.
You know what happened to him? They cut him.
Yeah, they cut him.
He was actually still contributing and not needed to be carried across the line there, like the Bombers did with Dustin Fletcher, or like Collingwood arguably are doing with Pendles. Like Boomer Harvey was North's best player.
He went on and bloody won best and fairest at a lower level. It's jetting
the piss at local.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so I've put it, however,
huge accomplishment. It's a lot of games.
We had an NRL player that broke some record earlier this year. They got in. We very rarely represent football in here unless it's Naz. So thought that deserved a mention. While he didn't break a record, he is announced for a fight. It's Robert Whittaker in the MMA. Just couldn't get the game's record holder past the accomplishment of getting announced for a fight in several months. So, but Bobby Knuckles is moving up to light heavyweight. I'm excited. He's in the news. Also, always front of mind, just dominating as the women's world champion, Rhea Bloody Ripley. One of the carryovers from a couple of weeks ago. She's in at number 8. At number 7, they call him the captain. Not your dickhead, mate. It's Morgan Kiblich.
Yes, Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan for making the finals and getting it up there in NZ. Coming in at number 6. I didn't mention, I'm going on a golf trip this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. That's
okay?
Be fun.
Is your mental health okay?
Mental health's great. I messaged the group chat today and it was just, I just said, fuck, I can't wait for this weekend.
That sounds like the worst group chat ever.
Oh, it's good. It's filled with memes from the internet. Remember we were talking about the internet?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got heaps.
Do they know
of those.
Tyson Popplestone?
They big fans.
Yeah.
They follow him. And coming in at number 6, just getting his career back on track, it's Cam Smith.
A rugby player.
I feel like this guy should move up a spot. I'm going to do a late
change.
Yeah, late change. Coming in at number 5, and I cannot wait to see this man in person. I'm hoping to get a membership. If anyone from the who's he play for? United?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. It's Jigglin' Joe Ingles.
Oh, yeah, Melbourne United.
Yes, I did send in an email so that I can be, I want 2 memberships, please. I'll pay for them. It wasn't like from the Budgy Smugglers.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe I should do that, actually.
See if they'll give us.
We should get some tickets at least. Cannot wait to see Joe Ingles. This man has taken not only the mound, but he is the new face of mid-priced Italian cuisine across Australia. The man best known for hitting home runs and running home pizza delivery, now available at La Porchetta. It's Travis Bazzana for his home run and for his new meal coming out, the La Porchetta's Travis Bazzana's Pizza alla Banana, coming to a La Porchetta near you. Coming in at number 3, just the GOAT hanging out because he's still a world champion, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. And number 2, he's running. He's running for Gout. He's running for Lockie Kennedy. He's won gold in the Big Ten. The Big Ten's a big deal in the American sports.
There's 10 of them.
Yeah, all 10 of them. He beat 9 of them and represented his own. It's Eddie Nikita breaking an Aussie world record.
Well done.
Actually, no such thing as an Aussie world record, just an Aussie record. Coming in at number 1 for making history. We spoke about him. We love this man. He's doing something no Aussies have ever done before, just taking this sport by storm. The legend, the man, the myth, the legend, who has taken out the Sports Fishing Championship and Walker's K Open in the Bahamas. It's Ben Simmons, first time on top of the power rankings.
Wow,
So,
there you go. Welcome back.
Well done, Benny.
Box Hill Benny.
Box Hill Benny is back, baby, and that is it. And that is the show.
Wow, there you go. What do you got on this week?
I have no idea. Oh, I've got a golf trip.
Yeah. Where are you going for it? Did you say?
Bendigo.
Bendigo. Jesus.
So Bendigo, travel around, go to Heathcote, play some golf there. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Okay. So do you just go to do you go to multiple golf courses over a few days?
I'll tell you what, I'll do the breakdown on next week's episode because it is a multi-round.
Jesus.
I think there's about 4 rounds of golf. Different styles of golf. There is a point system. There are punishments. You might be looking at the first ever, we haven't named it yet, but whatever we call it, golf champion. And I'm very excited for it.
There you go. Are you the best golfer there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Well, I've got gigs this week.
Sorry.
I'm back.
And I'll be at Central Club Hotel tomorrow.
Okay.
Trying out, I'm just going in raw dog and new. Yeah. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, right.
What have you got on?
Thursday night, I'm at Berwick, Devolved Comedy with Richard Stubbs.
Oh, Stubbsy, the goat.
Stubbsy, that's always fun when Stubbsy's on. Great act. That's the reason why he's doing it for 40 years or however long he's been doing it. Friday, the 29th of May, I'm at the Warburton Bowls Club with Dave Hughes.
Oh.
Me and Hughesy. Just me and Hughesy.
Oh, that's
It's going to be weird. I'm going to do 20 minutes and then we'll go to intermission and then I'll bring them back and
see yourself.
Yep.
I'm sure it'll go great.
I'm
it's
sure
you and it's Hughesy. They'll be pumped.
Yeah.
Just haven't quite heard that structure of the show before.
No, neither. So we'll see what happens there. And then Saturday the 30th, I'm at Croydon Soccer Club. They are called the Croydon Rangers Soccer Club. Myself and Tony Martin.
Jesus Christ, what a week you've got on.
Got some good shows
just
this week.
Casually doing some gigs with some of the greatest Australian comedy legends there are.
They're all actually 3 legitimate legends.
If you did
comedy.
a Mount Rushmore of Australian comedians, so that I've had the biggest impact, I think I'm excluding the Jim Jeffries and the Hannah Gatsby's, the ones that have gone on to international fame. I'm talking ones that have dominated Australia, maybe aren't well known outside of Australia. Yep. Who's your Mount Kosciuszko those for? Can I throw some names at you?
Yeah, go for it.
Hughesy's on there.
Yeah, Hughesy, surely.
Carl Barron's on there.
Yep.
Who's the other 2?
The other 2. I mean,
it has to be Barry Humphries, maybe.
I was going to say Mick Malloy.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah.
Mick Malloy and
like a Judith Lucy, maybe.
Well, I would have said Kitty Flanagan, but she does a lot. She did a lot of stuff in the UK.
Yeah.
You'd probably have to go like a Dave O'Neill or someone like that.
Yeah, probably Dave O'Neill.
Probably Dave.
That was who I was thinking of.
Like Stubbsy, while he's been doing comedy for 40 years, he's made his name predominantly in radio. Tony Martin gets disqualified because he's actually a Kiwi.
Yeah.
But has been here forever. Maybe it might be a few Daves on there. Or Denise Scott.
Yes.
Scotty, she's been at it for a long time. She's a killer. She's great. So, yeah, what about you? Who would be on your...
Oh, I just thought we worked it out together.
Oh, okay, that was it. Cool.
Nice.
Good stuff. Folks, that's it. We'll see you next week.
Bye.